the swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And the ball's out there after it. Offense scoops it up and still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moulton. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback extends the play. Moving past the 25. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing it to run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On the run, fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turn.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I gotta get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, trying to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Gators are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Lagway. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Out of the gun, the inside give. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? This crowd on edge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Running through contact. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gets a pass to Martin. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun. Give on the inside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Looking to throw on first down. Slips a tackle. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moulton. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got the quick pass. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
The Gators headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. The short hands, it's Moulton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touch! Give them 6.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moulton. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time he's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The inside handoff. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Brown wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Back to the ground game on the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daly. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Breaks into the open. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. And you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got enough for the 1st. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Complete to start this drive. Still on his and runs through another one. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Daly. And that is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So now it's second and long. Lost to throw again. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Looking for the end zone. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Deflected near the end zone.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to it. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice block. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Brown will throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Runs through a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's in open space downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. After all that, it wound up better than they could have imagined. They wind up with a 2-pointer. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw it again. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I would...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to...